Hello everyone, I would like to welcome you to the Pike County 4-H Life Skills Virtual Camp Series. Today our topic will be on how to give an animal an injection. And this was brought to us by senior 4-H member Morgan B. And she is a part of the Vet Science Club in Pike County. If you have if you have questions on that, or if you have any questions at all, please put them in the chat box and we can answer those either in the chat box or live on here for you. Let me start sharing my screen and we can get right into the icebreaker. All right. Let me find one thing here. Okay. All right, if you woke up tomorrow as an animal, what animal would that be and why? So I think I would be this animal right here in the middle, a unicorn. Whether that's a real animal or not, I think that would be a fun animal to be. I like that. Miss Heather said, I would want to be a dolphin so I could always be at the beach. I could relate to that. The beach is very nice, especially when it's hot out and you can cool down and have fun. As we see, we've got suggestions up here. And Gracie says a dog because they just sleep most of the day. You know, Gracie, I can definitely relate to that. I can agree that it is nice to just relax like a dog does. I definitely agree. Very good. Thank you all for sharing. That was very, very good choices of what you would do if you woke up as an animal. Okay. How to give an animal an injection by senior 4-H member Morgan B. with Vet Science 4-H Club of Pike County. If there's one thing that most cattle and most cattle producers can count on, it's that shots will have to be given. These injections are a vital part of livestock husbandry. But it's not as simple as just inserting the needle and pushing the plunger or pulling the trigger. Injections should always be administered properly to minimize residues and injection site lesions and reduce risk of reactions and side effects. Just like humans get vaccines, livestock need to get vaccines as well. So here is Miss Morgan, and this video is a little on the quiet side. So if you want to go ahead and raise your volume, it will definitely help. And so on the BQA, I want to let you know too that Mr. Terrell Davis is a BQA trainer, and that if you would like to get a hold of him and take advantage of that training, you can give him a call and the number is here on the screen. And here we have some information. George Barrington, a veterinarian with Agriculture Animal Clinic Services at Washington State University, says beef quality assurance programs have worked well in helping stock producers understand the importance of proper injections. BQA has become more important to producers and veterinarians to ensure that we are producing a wholesome product and to decrease chances of drug residues and lesions that result in carcass cutouts or meat blemishes. And I want to let you know there is a Youth for the Quality Care of Animals organization that provides YQCA certification for youth. And Dr. Kimbra is the contact for any 4-H interested in obtaining a certification. And her information is here. And if you'd like that, we can put that in the chat too if that's information you would like.
Showcase. She's stay on a halter. And we usually have a chute, but we were trying to run it around today, and we didn't have a chute. But we have her tied here, so we'll see if she'll behave for us. But a couple of guidelines before we start. The VQA recommends that we don't give injections within 4 inches of each other. So if different shots are going to react for a certain calf, we need to know which ones they are and make sure that they don't counteract with each other.
And here is her next video.
If it gets bent, has a burr on the end, just use your best judgment, but at least after 10 you need to change it out. We have an ice pack here that with our vaccine on it, you want to at least make sure that cold vaccines are meant to stay cold, and it can really devalue the vaccine and defeat the purpose of doing it for.
One of the main points here is that you need to read the labels on your vaccines when you're giving an injection to an animal, because those labels and directions can change even within the same year. Sometimes pharmaceutical companies will sometimes change those. So you always want to read your labels before giving any type of injection to an animal.
There's different needles we can use. So Alex, we have here a single-use syringe. We have it on 2-dose. This is Calvary 9, which is our black-legged tetanus. I have a short white needle on it, so it's used typically for sub-Q shots, so under the skin. And then we have these longer green needles here, and there's a couple of different versions, but we use those for intramuscular, so deep in the muscle.
So just to re-say, subcutaneous, which is something she was talking about calling sub-Q, is an administration. Subcutaneous administration means fluids are injected under the skin using a needle. Over time, the fluids are absorbed into the animal's bloodstream. And then intramuscular is injections, the needle is passed deeply into the substance of a muscle before the fluid is injected. So sub-Q is in the skin and intramuscular injections are into the muscle.
Certain vaccine gives you the option of giving it under the skin or in the muscle. Giving it in the skin is the best one because it doesn't damage the quality of the meat. If you give it deep in the muscle, it can bruise it. It's a vaccine. It affects different areas of it. So giving it in the skin is a really good idea. If you look on the calf, you can see kind of a triangle. You have the neck here and then the shoulder, and then the jugular runs along here. And so it really makes, back up, it makes like a triangle. And you typically give it somewhere within that triangle. You don't go low enough where you hit the jugular, and you don't go high enough where you hit the spinal column or the shoulder. So you find that good triangle, and you give it typically at a 45-degree angle. There's also a way where you can tend the skin up, poke it directly in. That works. It's not as fast, and you have to have both hands. But either way, it's very acceptable.
So I just want to say the importance of the triangle injection site is to eliminate damage to marketable cuts of meat. Intramuscular shots leave permanent damage to the muscle. This applies to all livestock. So that's the importance of the placement of where you put these injections on all animals.
We're going to go ahead and give this cat her shot, and she'll behave. If she doesn't, we might just wait till we have she available. But so right here in the V, but not too deep, not too high. And I'm going to go in at this angle, right about a 45. Now, show calves, we usually give them right behind the shoulder. There's the arm, just so they don't show a knot. Lots of times they'll get a knot on their neck. But she's not going to play today. But typically we go in at this angle right here and give it all the way down. And then, you know, that'd be our vaccine. So just a couple of tips, and I hope it helps you all. Let me try to do it here really fast. Ready? Just give it all the way out. As deep as this little needle will go at about a 45-degree angle. That was hard, and she was pretty good. I'm going to let her back. But just a couple of skills. Just remember, always use your good judgment and be careful with your arms that you're using. You're going in and out of shoots. Shoots are really the best option here. We just didn't have that availability at the time. But
Wonderful. We thank Morgan B for that she did an excellent job showing us how to give an animal an injection.
I'm Morgan Bonner, and we're going to be continuing our life skills series. I was asked to talk a little bit about giving livestock injections, and we usually follow the BQA guidelines, and that's beef quality assurance. Even if this isn't necessarily a skill that you might use all the time, it's still really good to know how the beef that we eat are treated and how shots are given to them, because that can affect us as well in the long run. So a couple of guidelines. So this is one of Alex's new show calves. She's a little bit jumpy. It's her second day on a halter, and we usually have a shoot, but we were kind of running around today and we didn't have a shoot, but we have her tied here, so we'll see if she'll behave for us. But a couple of guidelines before we start. The BQA recommends that we don't give injections within 4 inches of each other. So if different shots are going to react for a certain calf, we need to know which ones they are and make sure that they don't counteract with each other. A couple of other things, you want to at least change needles within 10 or so injections with one needle, or if it gets bent or has a burr on the end, just use your best judgment, but at least after 10 you need to change it out. We have an ice pack here sitting with our vaccine on it. You want to at least make sure that cold vaccines are meant to stay cold, and it can really devalue the vaccine and defeat the purpose if it gets warm. Let's see, there's a couple of other things. There's different needles we can use. So Alex, down here. We have here a single-use syringe. We have it on a 2-dose. This is Cavalry 9, which is our blackleg and tetanus. I have a short white needle on it, so it's used typically for sub-Q shots, so under the skin. And then we have these longer green needles here, and there's a couple of different versions, but we use those for intramuscular, so deep in the muscle. Okay, back up. Typically, if a certain vaccine gives you the option of giving it under the skin or in the muscle, giving it in the skin is the best option because it doesn't damage the quality of the beef. If you give it deep in the muscle, it can bruise it, the vaccine can affect with different areas of it. So giving it in the skin is a really good idea. If you look on the calf, you can see kind of a triangle. You have the neck here and then the shoulder, and then the jugular runs along here. And so it really makes, it makes like a triangle. And you typically give it somewhere within that triangle. You don't go low enough where you hit the jugular, and you don't go high enough where you hit the spinal column or the shoulder. So you find that good triangle and you give it typically at a 45-degree angle. There's also a way where you can tent the skin up and poke it directly in. That works, it's not as fast, and you have to have both hands. But either way, it's very acceptable. So we're going to give this calf Cavalry 9. Like I said, it's her tetanus and blackleg. And I am not sure how well she'll behave, but we'll definitely give it a try. So this here is an automatic syringe. I didn't talk about it very much. Lots of us use it, working a lot of cattle, moves a lot faster. But you have to be really careful with these because they can overdose. When they get old, the settings don't get quite right. Or they can underdose cattle, and it really defeats the purpose if they're not getting the right amount. So just be very careful with those, keep a good check, and make sure they're only clicking the right amount. So we're going to go ahead and give this calf her shot. Maybe she'll behave. If she doesn't, we might just wait till we have a shoot available. But so right here in the V, but not too deep and not too high. And I'm going to go in at this angle, right about a 45. You can tin it up, or you can give it just straight. Down. And on show calves, we usually give them right behind the shoulder or the arm, just so they don't show a knot. Lots of times they'll get a knot on their neck, but she's not going to behave today. But typically we go in at this angle right here and give it all the way down, and then that'd be our vaccine. So just a couple of tips, and I hope it helps you all. Let me try to do it here just really fast. See? You just give it all the way out, just as deep as this little needle will go at about a 45-degree angle. So that wasn't hard, and she was getting good. I'll go ahead and let her back. But just a couple of skills. Just remember, always use your good judgment, and be careful with your arms as you're going in and out of shoots. Shoots are really the best option here. We just didn't have that availability at the time, but Definitely chutes that have the injection gates. Those make things very easy. Always keep your vaccines cold and change out your needles frequently, and make sure that you give space between injections, and don't give more than 10 cc's or 10 mils at a single injection site. Space them out so that the vaccine can work out throughout the whole calf. You know, keep it in the neck area, because if we go back here to the back area, you know, in the hind end, it can damage the meat back there. We don't want to damage our quality of beef. So keep a few things in mind, and good luck with your calves, and enjoy 4-H.